This is a very easy dish. Summer squash and onions. Usually I just use the yellow squash whenever I make this, but I've got a lot of zucchini that I still need to cook, so I'm going to call it summer squash and onions, Creole style of course. Use a whole big onion, about maybe 4 cloves of garlic, of course my Tony Chachere's light, and a little touch of better than bouillon. Let's get started. Alright, I'm going to start by water sauteing my onions. You notice I cut them in rings instead of chopped up like I usually do. I also added in a teaspoon of better than bouillon. I'm going to let that saute for about 5 minutes. This is coming along nicely. This is the way my onions should look just before I put in my zucchini and yellow squash. Alright, I have added in my summer squash. When Mama used to make this, she used to leave everything in rings like the onions. But I cut them up. I prefer them this way as I've developed this recipe over the years. And then I sprinkled my Tony Chachere's on top. So I'm going to let that do what it's doing just now for about a minute or two, and then I'm going to stir it around. Alright, I'm going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes. Put the top on it, and I'll come back and stir it probably every 5 to 7 minutes. Now this is the way it looks after simmering for about 8 minutes. Probably have about another 10 minutes or so to go. Really, really easy, fast dish. Well, it is all finished. This is the way it looks when it's completely done. This is really good over rice. There's a little bit of liquid that's in there that should stay in there because that adds to the flavor. You can put it on a baked potato. You can eat it by itself. It's really easy, very quick, and extremely flavorful. A Creole summer squash and onions.